I'm not getting the bus. I'm just gonna audition for the choir. And then I, like, stood there for, like, a second, and then I was like, nope, and then I ran away, even though I, like, signed up for the audition and memorized the song and everything. And I never did choir. My life could have been so different, maybe, if I just...
I did choir. I wouldn't say my life was any different. Cause
made a different decision that way. Choir in my school, in my middle school, was like a cult, though. Like, I mean, probably not. It seemed like that from the outside, though. Like, there were, like, almost all girls in it, and it was, like, all of the, like... I don't want to say popular, but, like, you know, if you picture the popular girl, that would be what they were. Like, they were all, like, really conventionally attractive and, like, made up, and they were always, like, singing in class with showing off. Like, they were the kind of people who would sing Happy Birthday while showing off how many things they could do. And...
What? Like, they juggle while singing it?
Don't you know, like, singing like, people, like, sing just, like, simple songs with,
like the national anthem then?
Yeah. No, I know it mostly for Happy Birthday, but yeah, the national anthem thing.
I've never heard anyone... I guess my whole family sucks at singing, though, so...
Well, in my school, like, occasionally people would sing, like, these are the kinds of girls as well who had, like, a bunch of friends. I really honestly resented these kinds of people when I was in middle school, because I was really self-hating and everything, so, you know, I hated anybody who was, like, appeared to be happy, but I was like, they're being fake about it, because they're not really happy, because they're not doing what I would do to be happy. Anyway, they were the kind of people that was, like, if they see each other in the hallway, I mean, they were also just annoying middle school girls, right? Like, they would just see each other in the hallway and then, like, scream and run at each other and hug each other as if they'd never seen each other in their lives. I mean, as if they hadn't seen each other for, like, a year, but they were best friends. That was the kind of people that were in my middle school choir, and I was thinking about joining it because it seemed like a cool thing to do, and maybe I was desperate for friends as well, so, like, I was thinking these people seemed kind of nice. I mean, despite me hating them for stupid things, for stupid reasons, and also just them being annoying in a middle school way, they were also, like, they seemed nice. Maybe I could be their friend. Maybe I could finally have friends. You know, maybe my life would have been different if I made a different decision on that day.
In my high school, all the popular boys just, like, spanked each other's butts when they saw them in the hallway.
Yeah. They made an announcement at my school or something. It was like, attention. It turns out, attention, you guys, you 8th graders are, like, going through the hallway and, like, grabbing other people's butts, especially, like, 6th graders. So stop doing that.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was, like, a thing, I think. It never happened to me. I never witnessed it. I don't remember exactly what grade I was in. I'm pretty sure they were talking about people who were not in my grade doing something to people who were maybe in my grade.
Dude, can I just share my lament about 100 gex right now?
Okay.
It's the day that the 10,000 gex came out. And last night, like 30 minutes before, like, midnight, I went to the 100 gex website, and I was like, dude, they have a CD of 1,000 gex, which is their first album, which has never been pressed on CD. And I was like, whoa, I checked the shop the day before, so they just suddenly added a CD of their first album, which I like. And I was like, oh, well, I might want to get the new album too, so I'll wait until midnight, and then I'll listen to it, and then decide if I want to buy both of them. So then, like, I listened to it a couple of times, and then I was like, yeah, that's pretty decent. And then I went to the shop, and it was freaking sold out already.
Like, indecent exposure.
The new album wasn't sold out, but, like, the 1,000 gex was. I was like, what the heck? The vinyl just didn't sell out that fast. It was like 30 minutes it sold out. And I saw it before it was even announced on the show. Like, they announced it at, like, 12:06, I saw, or something. So I saw it, like, 20 minutes before it was even announced that it was on there. So if it's, like, super limited, like, I could have got it there, but I just didn't want to because I wanted to listen to the other album first, you know? And I was really sad about that. I don't even love 100 gex. I was just like, you know, I collect CDs. And anyway, we have Cracker Jacks.
Yeah, I can't believe we still have to eat Cracker Jacks. This podcast already feels like it's been going for, like, 20 minutes.
Well, that's just because you've been talking.
I know, and then, as soon as you started talking, I was like, oh, geez, we still have to eat the snacks, man.
Well, I guess it's because I've already told you this, but I just want to get that out of the world, that if this becomes a super limited CD, I could have owned it, but I didn't. I'm happy, though, because I have a cassette tape of Black Dresses Forever in Your Heart, and I'm super happy to own that. And that's cooler than 100. Anyway, Cracker Jacks. What do you know about Cracker Jacks?
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Which doesn't make sense because you told me that they're just popcorn and peanuts. So why would you buy peanuts and Cracker Jacks? Because that's redundant, right?
Yeah, the ingredients are sugar, corn syrup, popcorn, peanuts, molasses, salt, corn, and or soybean oil and soy lecithin.
Okay.
Have you had? I think I've had these before. Oh, dude, there's a fries inside. Oh, dude, now you're excited now, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
There's a fries inside. Dude, look at this fries. What is this? Is this like? Do I have to like send in? Here, look at this. Figure that out.
It smells weird.
What smells like Cracker Jacks? It's just in the bag, like among the popcorn. I don't see any peanuts in this bag. It just looks like caramel corn. Are you breaking my fries? What are you doing? Let me see that.
No, wait, I'm getting it. There's a freaking baseball. It's baseball themed.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
Were Cracker Jacks always baseball themed, or it was only when the song came out that it became?
Well, the guy on the cover is just like a sailor.
Yeah, like there's no baseball stuff on the outside of it.
So I was surprised.
Unlock
cool.
classic games. Find pick inside. Visit crackerjack.com. Follow the directions. Start playing.
That's disappointing. I thought it would be a toy. Am I
It's a
wrong?
sticker. It's a baseball sticker for your baseball needs.
Oh, that's pretty cool. At least it's a sticker. Am I wrong? The last time I bought these, there was an actual toy inside.
How could there be a toy inside like a bag like that? Like you would be able to feel it. It would like weigh the bag down.
No, like Kinder eggs. Have you had Kinder eggs?
Those are like that's different. Just eat the shit.
No, like Kinder eggs.
I know.
Those are like light and small.
Weren't they banned because people choke on them or something?
No, you can still buy them. They're different.
So I can't believe this is supposedly vegan because this is caramel corn, and caramel corn is never vegan.
It's not.
My family buys me caramel corn. Like my aunts and stuff. They always send my family like gigantic buckets of like popcorn themed, like foodstuffs. Like they send us these things called popcorn balls, which are like popcorn, but just like minus all the charm of popcorn because instead of being light and fluffy, they're just like compacted into like these balls.
Yeah, I've had those.
And they send us this like every year, and then they send us like big cans of like popcorn, caramel corn, and cheddar popcorn, which is better than the popcorn balls, but I can only eat. I don't even think I can eat the regular popcorn because there's like real butter on it. So anyway, the caramel corn is never vegan.
My middle
So
school,
I'm kind of suspicious of this. Anyway,
my middle school had a yearly bazaar, and they always sold popcorn balls up there, and I always see kids eating them. And they'll be like dyed like different, like green and different colors and stuff, and pink. And
kids eating them, wouldn't they be like really messy and like drop popcorn all over the school?
I don't know.
Cause like you eat them, stuff is harder than eating an apple.
You don't eat them in the hallway or in the classroom.
You like eat them and like there's like flakes of popcorn flying everywhere because it's just a bunch of popcorn compacted.
I think there was like in a bag and you take it home.
This is just caramel corn, dude.
Yeah,
where the heck are the peanuts?
Where are the peanuts? Oh, there's pictures of peanuts on the cover, isn't there? Like, there's like the peanuts on. They must all just be at the bottom. I'm trying to think of what I can put the sticker on. Ooh,
How long ago did you buy this?
I'm gonna put it in my bottle.
Ah!
You can use bottle, by the way.
Huh?
You can use this bottle, by the way.
I know, you've told me like a bunch of times and I always just don't do it.
I'm gonna put a cool baseball sticker on it.
Okay. Yep. Here.
Yeah, I'm putting the baseball sticker on my bottle. Oh yeah, look at that.
It's gonna come off after like 2 seconds.
Why?
You're supposed to use like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have like special water bottle decals for water bottles because
Well, I've never heard.
they're supposed to be like, you have to get a stickier one for that. Like those kinds of stickers are like for paper.
Okay, I'm trying to rub it on, and like it's like the dye in it is blending really badly. Like I was just like putting it on to make sure it sticks, and like the blue and red is just like all purple now. Like the entire sticker is just purple.
Wow, that's awful.
I haven't tried it yet.
That's pathetic.
No, I think I bought this before.
The sticker's even weaker than I thought. It's fine. It's just caramel corn, which I haven't eaten in a long time. because it's almost never vegan, but
it's just caramel corn.
It's fine. I mean, I don't dislike caramel corn. It's decent food.
It's less sweet than I was expecting, actually.
I'm learning through this podcast, like, how little I like packaged snacks.
I found a peanut, but I'm having trouble getting it. Slipping away.
I like potato chips. And I don't just like Lay's or whatever. I like kettle.
You dislike Lay's.
Yeah, I like kettle cooked or like wavy Ruffles potato chips because they actually have more flavor than like just plain Lay's. That's basically it though. Like I'm learning through this podcast how few like packaged snacks. Like I wouldn't buy this. I wouldn't buy Cracker Jacks and just munch on them as a snack.
Where the heck are the peanuts? I saw a peanut and it disappeared in the bag.
The cover has like the front of the drawing, the cover art has just as many peanuts as there are, or has like 2/3 as many peanuts as there are puffs.
There's
so
3 peanuts and 5 puffs.
Yeah, so
I guess 6, 7 maybe, but they're like smaller or far.
So this is like clearly a lie on the cover here.
Like, where are the peanuts? No wonder they say buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Because they're like, oh, there's no peanuts in
We've
Cracker
solved
Jacks.
the mystery.
I need to add peanuts to this.
Yeah.
It's not even like peanuts are like, you know, I was like, oh, I was looking forward to eating a peanut covered in caramel, but like, where is it? I'm looking at like this entire bag, like upside down side. I'm like, I don't see a single peanut. I saw one, and it just like disappeared. They're not at the bottom. I'm trying to look at the bottom right now. I'm like, I have the bag like open in my face right now.
You could convince me to buy peanuts as like a packaged snack to eat because peanuts are healthy, right? Like this isn't very healthy, so like I wouldn't eat this as a snack because it wouldn't like fuel me.
Literally, I think.
But like, I mean, potato chips just taste good. Potato chips are the only snack that like I want to eat like on the merit that they actually taste good.
I'm not exaggerating. I think there's literally 1 peanut in this package.
Yeah,
There's no way there's more than 1 peanut in here.
That's very funny.
I'm like 90% sure there's exactly 1 peanut.
Like if I'm hungry between meals,
This is a big bag, by the way. This is how many cups is this? This is 2 cups.
I want to eat like some chips and hummus or something, you know, like pita chips and hummus if I'm hungry between meals, or like just get out freaking leftovers and eat like a smaller portion of what you would eat for dinner. Like I don't know, eat some food that actually has substance. That's what I would do. That's what I do when I'm hungry between meals. I don't get like a packaged Frito-Lay brand snack. That concept is just kind of foreign to me at this point. Like if I'm hungry, it's because I want like food, not like puffy nonsense.
This is good though. It's caramel corn, you know. I'm really enjoying it. I've never bought it. It's literally just...
Don't eat the whole thing.
If they had more peanuts in this, I think it'd probably be really good. Maybe we just got an unlucky no peanut bag. But like,
dude, rare no peanut bag.
Like if there were peanuts in this, like it'd be like I would have something to say about it. But it's literally just caramel corn.
Yeah, it is just caramel corn.
I've eaten like 1/3 of the bag probably, and I still like maybe my eye was deceiving me, and the peanut was just like a piece of caramel stuck to it. Like
yeah, I feel like that's the most likely explanation, honestly.
Hang on.
Guess I'm happy to know that caramel corn is vegan sometimes, supposedly, but not that I'm really going to do anything with that information, for reasons already stated. I mean, it's not really caramel corn, right? Because caramel, I'm pretty sure caramel, like, and it is milk mixed with sugar is what it is, whereas this is molasses.
Mm-hmm.
So, but tastes the same, whatever.
Soybeans.
I guess the bag is like baseball colors, like the red, white, and blue with the sharp geometric shapes. Kind of evokes a baseball vibe, I guess.
Just America.
Yeah, and baseball is the national pastime, isn't it? Or is that football?
Baseball's better.
I didn't ask if it's better. I asked if it's the national pastime.
Baseball's more American.
But football is literally called American football. I never liked the national pastime thing. When I was a kid, I just really despised football. Honestly, I didn't like baseball very much either, at all, honestly. But I despised football. Whenever anybody said oh, baseball's our national pastime, I'd be like, no, it's football because you stupid idiots are obsessed with football. Don't lie. Don't be so obsessed with football as you are, and then say that baseball is the national pastime. No, own up to how stupid you are. I just really hated football. I think it was because girls don't play football.
Yeah, so your experience with football is a lot different than mine. Because when I was a kid, I would have my friends' dads going you should play football. You're a pretty big guy.
How old were you?
6th grade.
In my, I don't even think my middle school had football.
And I would be awful at football for the record. They were completely wrong.
My middle school didn't have football. I'm pretty sure.
No, mine didn't. He was like, "Oh, you gotta come up and play football." I thought it was my friend's dad who was the coach at the local freaking middle school football thing or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know if our local kids sports leagues had kid football. I mean, I'm sure some of them did, but the ones that I was most familiar with, I'm pretty sure they didn't have football. Football only became a thing for me for people my age that I knew in high school. My middle school still had school sports and stuff, but my high school was my middle school didn't have football. My high school did. My high school had football only for boys, and then they had volleyball only for girls because they had to be fair. Even though that's not what fair means. they had to have an equal number of sports for boys and girls, so
volleyball I did play.
They just couldn't let girls play football, so they got to not let boys play volleyball.
My parents made me play volleyball in middle school.
Volleyball seems more fun than football.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, because you're actually doing something most of the time. Yeah. I also hated football because I didn't really understand how baseball worked either. But at least I ended up playing softball at some point, for one season. So I ended up understanding how baseball worked. I still don't understand how football works.
Me neither. I was forced to play softball
why should
for 4 years, too.
Dude, I remember, one time, my middle school had the worst, sports program, my middle school gym. So in our middle school, you have to do gym classes required. But they had, the worst gym class curriculum ever. It was literally, they made you put on, your gym clothes and get made fun of in the locker room for changing clothes in the locker room. And then you had to go out there and then you did stretches and warm-ups and stuff. And then we would sit down and take a written test about the history of baseball. And most of the class was just taken up by lectures on the history of baseball, but we had to put on gym clothes. But the lectures were just sitting on the floor of the gym class, of the gymnasium, and although the gym teachers lectured about the history of sports, and we had to put on our gym clothes in the locker room and warm up to sit down and do the lectures.
You're repeating yourself a lot right now.
I'm just being clear. I'm sorry. You can cut it out if you want.
No, I just think it's funny.
And then
you were just talking about there's all animals episodes.
You don't need
to repeat ourselves so much. Listen, we had to put on our gym clothes and we went to the locker room and we had gym clothes and we'd do the lectures and
I only repeated it twice, okay?
And then we would be in the lectures. No.
Now you're repeating it, so who's the bad guy now?
I'm gonna count when I edit how many things you repeated in that.
Oh, you repeated the word the 60 times, bro. It's being so repetitive. You said the word gym clothes 3 times. Oh my god.
Can I just say quick?
Yeah.
Cracker Jacks have a weird, fake aftertaste.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have caramel corn. I'm definitely not going to buy these again.
Yeah.
If I do, it'll be to check if there's just no peanuts at all. I want to count the peanuts.
Yeah.
I want one that actually has peanuts in it. That's the only
Maybe
thing
we should sue them.
Yeah.
Anyway, for each unit in our gym class, we had the soccer unit and the baseball unit and the football unit where they just lectured us about the history of those sports. For each unit, there was 1 day of the whole unit where it was now we're actually gonna play the game. And for
the gym class, we definitely didn't learn about sports.
I know, it was so weird. Well, in elementary school gym class, it was basically just recess, but having an instructor instruct us on how to play a specific game. Like, elementary school gym class was awesome. Middle school gym class was like, okay, you gotta learn. Except not learn how to be, like, a physical, be physically fit. It's just learn the history of sports in gym clothes. And then so yeah, we had one day where we actually played the sports. And for the football day, they literally just took us out to the soccer fields. By the way, these days where we like could play the sports, they only had like 20 minutes. Like, it was like the day when we actually played the sports was like after we took the test about the history of the sports. So we only had like 20 minutes left in the class to actually play the sport. So on the football day, they just took us out to the football field, or not the soccer field, because my middle school didn't have football. And like, they just said, okay, now play football. And then, like, all the boys just started playing football, and none of the girls knew how to play, obviously, because how the fuck are girls supposed to learn how to play football if nobody, like, if there's no girls' football thing going on anywhere? Like, so we all just sat on the sidelines the whole time, and the gym teachers were like, don't you know how to play football? And we were like, no, you didn't teach us the rules of football, we just learned about, like, who made it. And they were like, well, okay. And we just sat outside in the cold for, like, 20 minutes doing nothing. So I kind of hate football, honestly.
We learned how to play, like, flag football, which is a different thing, I think.
That seems more fun, I think. I don't know.
Do you know how that works?
Isn't it the same thing, but, like, instead of tackling, you grab their flags off of them?
I don't know.
That seems fun. Like, you have to, like, try and grab a thing off of somebody. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, we just, like, in it.
There's still too much standing around, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, but you just, like, go from one end of the gym to the other. It wasn't like a football field, It was smaller and...
In high school, our high school gym was a little better. Like,
everyone has flags, by the way, too.
In high school gym, we actually had to, like, do physical activity, and there was still some, like, test take. It was, like, one day of the week where it was just, like, test taking and reading and stuff, and the other days were, like, actual physical activity. So I think that was a good balance if they wanted us to be, like, doing some book learning in gym class.
Shuttle run once a year?
What's that?
It's like in a presidential fitness test where they put a little whiteboard eraser on one side of the gym, and you have to run and grab it and put it back within like a minute or whatever, and that's like the presidential fitness test.
Probably, I don't know. What?
That's just the part of the presidential fitness test I remember most, because it's just really weird. It's like, oh yeah, grab this whiteboard eraser. I wonder if whiteboard eraser is like the standard thing to use for that.
When did you do that? Were you in high school or?
Like every year from like middle to grade school.
In our elementary school, we had the pacer test.
You see how the
fitness gram pacer test.
I hear a bunch of memes with the fitness test. We never had the fitness gram pacer test. We had the presidential fitness.
It was really funny. Everyone loved that. People in my school loved the pacer test. It was funny.
It's interesting that you guys had that, because I was like, why does everyone know? I've never heard of this before. No, yeah.
Like, I mean, I always I didn't. Really I actually don't even remember how well I did. Like, I didn't do the worst, but I obviously there were like 2 boys who were like the best at it and would always like would always like keep going like for 50 rounds after everybody else was done. We
were forced to run like an entire mile in class, like
not in elementary school.
Yeah, no, we did, and it was really bad.
Yeah.
Like, what was it, like 8 laps around like the parking lot or something? And I would always be like it would take the entire class for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then in high school, we had to like run like, what was it, like either like half a mile or like 2 miles like every like week, I think, and that was awful. And then some kids would like cheat and like run like one less than everyone else, and then I would be the only one out there. And it's like I was running faster than like those 2 kids who were cheating.
Yeah. We did a 5K twice in our high school. We didn't do anything in middle school.
My teacher was, my teacher in high school, we had to run like how long, like 8 laps, like or 6 laps, like on the track, like once a week. And he was like, "Oh, if you can't run the whole thing, and then run, you gotta run like the straight parts, and just walk the not straight parts. Then at least." He's like, "I can't do that either.
Aww.
It's very difficult." Anyway,
man, I can't imagine like not even being able to do the easy version of whatever the gym class is saying. Like, sometimes I would do the easy version, but I can't imagine like not even being able to do that.
I feel like sprinting like a track length like 12 times. That doesn't seem very easy to me. I don't know. I'm even more out of shape now.
I tied athletic performance way too much to gender when I was a kid, because like whenever like a girl was not doing as well in like an athletic thing as a boy, I would be like, who's that girl? She just thinks that she can't do as well because she's a girl, but she's just letting her.
Stupid.
Yeah, I was just like kind of mad at the girl because like I was like, oh, if you were a boy, you would have worked harder because you wouldn't have had like sexism telling you that you can't do well. So you're just giving into sexism right now is what you're doing when you're not doing so well. I was kind of.
Did you tell them that?
No, I didn't tell them that out loud.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I was stupid. I was autistic. There was a. I just remember like. In my weightlifting class, I in my high school I took an elective like weightlifting class, which I really liked because it just meant I got to do my workout like during the class day basically. And at the end of it we had to run a 5K again. And I was like the only girl to actually run the whole 5K. I mean, there were only three.
Is 5K? How long is 5K?
3 miles. There were only 3 girls in the whole class, though. There were like 15 people and 3 girls. And, so I mean, like, of the 3 girls, I was the only one to run the whole 5K, but everybody else, like, walked a bit.
I'm playing Mario Maker 2.
Yeah, because you hate me. You don't, like, just listen. I'm sitting here listening attentively to whatever you have to say, and you're just dawdling away. Okay, recording over.
I'm listening. What? Did you stop recording?
Yeah.
It's recording now. What's the episode called?
You don't get to make up the episode. You don't.
No, I don't.
You don't. No, you don't get to have me do your slave labor right now because you weren't even paying attention.
I was paying attention.
You were signaling to me. Your stupid ass like Nintendo Switch noises were distracting me from talking as well as I could have.
I was listening just fine. I still am. I'm still in the middle of
I'm
a
sure
battle.
you are.
No!
But, yeah, I'm sure you are. So you can come up with your own episode title.
House of History of Baseball. That's the one I thought of that
Evolution
earlier.
of Dance.
No. House of Evolution of Dance. Is that what you want to call it?
No, I'm just responding to what you said.
Well, this was 30 minutes. She stopped recording because I started playing Mario Maker.
You were playing Mario Maker for like the last 20 minutes, but yeah.
It was not 20 minutes. I could tell that level was a remake of the first level of Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels, and I was hoping that would give me an advantage, but I just sucked too much. My rank, guess what my rank is right now? I'm a S plus 5073. I didn't get up. I got up.
I don't know what that means.
I got up to like 5350 at one point, but I suck and I keep going down.
Dude, you suck. You keep going down.
House of History of Baseball. It is St. Patrick's Day 2023.